and welcome back to English for You. I'm Erin.
And I'm Elsie.
Okay, Elsie, would you ever do something crazy like swim with sharks or help feed an animal in a zoo?
Nope, I'm a scaredy cat.
Okay.
I dare not do those things. And to be honest with you, I can't even swim without a life jacket on in the sea.
Okay.
So when I go snorkeling, I always need to wear a life jacket.
Well, safety first, you know?
Yeah, and I'm a coward. Would you do that, swimming with a shark?
Yeah, actually. I think it would depend on the situation. I wouldn't mind swimming with sharks if, someone trained me how to do it properly. And, you don't actually go swimming in the ocean with sharks. You go in a cage and you stay in the cage so the sharks can't really get to you. But I think as long as someone has trained me on what to do and how to do it safely, I would probably try something cool like that. But let's find out what kind of animals that the Irwins are working with and the kind of cool things they get to do with them.
Okay, maybe they work with sharks.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Reading.
Crikey, it's the Irwins. The Australia Zoo does good work for animal conservation. One example seen on Crikey, It's the Irwins concerns a rare Sumatran tiger. This tiger is completely blind. In the wild, it would have died young. At the zoo, it's getting to live a full life with the care provided by the staff. Regarding their giraffes, the Irwins share some of their herd with other zoos. This is so the zoos can breed the animals and keep the giraffe population healthy and diverse. We also learn about the Irwins' special efforts to save sea turtles. These creatures are beautiful and weigh up to 90 kilograms. One young turtle in particular was sick and close to death when it was found in the ocean. Over a 2-month period, it was nursed back to health and released back into the sea. This family lives a true life of adventure. Get to know them and take an up-close look at their amazing collection of animals.
All right, our article starts out today by saying the Australia Zoo does good work for animal conservation.
Conservation 这个名词呢是保育，那动词形式是 conserve， 有保护、保存、节约的意思。所以我们除了可以保育动物，我们还可以 conserve electricity， 节约用电，还可以 conserve water， 节约用水。And you can also conserve your energy， 保持你的精力 so that you can have energy to do other things later. 那这个澳洲的动物园呢，为动物保育做了很多的好事哦。And we can see how they do that in the show.
That's right. Okay, so one example, our next sentence says, one example seen on Crikey, It's the Irwins, concerns a rare Sumatran tiger. Now, we used a verb here, concern, which we use when we want to say what a book, a story, a show, or something is about. So we're saying here that one part of this TV show is about a rare tiger. Now, that's cool. Now, if a book concerns an explorer's travels, then that book is about the explorer's travels. Here's another way to use it. This film concerns the growing problem of cheap, unhealthy food in the U.S.
Concern 这个动词是涉及或是关系到，那它也可以指担忧或是挂念。比如说呢，It concerns me that my younger sister always comes home late. 我的妹妹总是晚回家，这让我很担忧。那这就是另外一个解释的例句了。那回到文章我们介绍到这个节目里面有一部分跟稀有的苏门答腊虎有关。These kind of tigers are rare. They need more protection.
Sumatran tigers. Let's find out more about the Sumatran tiger that is in the Irwin Zoo. It says, this tiger is completely blind. Now, completely is an adverb, and we use it to show it that something that's being done or that's being described is done in the fullest way possible. So what we're saying here is that if an animal is completely blind, that means the animal can't see anything at all. Now, here's another example. We don't have any water left, both our bottles are completely empty.
Completely 这个副词呢，指的是完全的或是彻底的。在文章当中呢，我们修饰的是 blind 看不见的这个形容词。So this tiger cannot see.
Yeah, for some reason he lost his sight. He's not able to see anything. Now, here's what's special about that. It says here in the article, in the wild, it would have died young.
如果这只老虎呢，它是在野外，那它就活不久哦。But when it is at the zoo, things are different.
That's right. So in the wild, this blind tiger would not have been able to survive. It couldn't hunt, or it might easily become prey from other animals that could see it and it couldn't see. But it's different in the zoo. It says at the zoo, it's getting to live a full life with the care provided by the staff.
所以呢，在动物园员工所提供的照顾之下，苏门答腊虎这只老虎呢，它几乎可以 live a full life， 代表是过着圆满的生活。
All right, so in the zoo, this tiger just gets to have a long life, even though it's blind. Now, let's move on to another animal. It says, regarding their giraffes, the Irwins share some of their herd with other zoos. Now here, we used a preposition at the beginning of that sentence. We used regarding. Now, we use this preposition when we want to introduce something we're going to talk about. It's often used in very formal speeches or business letters, or when talking to people you work with, so you won't really hear it that much in your daily life. Here, we're using it to introduce the giraffes, which are the animals we're talking about next. Here's another example. I'd like to speak to you regarding the last sales report. Do you have time to go over it?
Regarding 是一个介系词，解释为关于、至于。那后面呢，我们是要加名词或是动名词的。所以在文章中我们提到啊，关于动物园里面的长颈鹿。The Irwins share some of their herd.
That's right. So what is a herd?
A herd 就是一个兽群。We can say a herd of cattle, 一个牛群。A herd of elephants, 一个象群，或者是这边的 a herd of giraffes, 一个长颈鹿群。
We can't say a herd of cats, though.
OK, 所以有特定不同的动物，我们才可以用这样的字哦。Why do they share their herd with other zoos? I don't get this part.
There's a really good reason for that. It says here, this is so the zoos can breed the animals and keep the giraffe population healthy and diverse.Breed
这个动词呢是饲养繁殖，所以动物园可以繁殖这些动物 and they can keep the giraffe population healthy and diverse.
That's right. Now, here we're using population in a bit of a different way. It's being used to refer to all the people, or in this case, animals, that live in a specific area. So, the giraffe population in this sentence is different than the population of all the giraffes in the world. Here, we're only talking about all the giraffes that live in this zoo and the zoos that share this herd. Here's another example. I often go to Zhanghe to eat dinner as the area has a large population of Southeast Asians and there are some tasty restaurants there.Population
它指的是呢居住在某地的一群动物或是人口的数量。我们也可以说 The population of Taiwan is about 23 million. 那我们在说的就是台湾的人口大约是2300万人。那在文章中我们说到啊，所以藉由跟别的动物园一起繁殖长颈鹿，这一群长颈鹿们可以保持健康 and diverse. What does this word mean?Well,
here, what we're saying about the word diverse is that we want to keep the giraffes, we want to making their genes different, I guess. Like if two animals keep having more babies in their family, the genes kind of get more diseases easily and stuff like that.
So you need to breed them
with other families, right? And
yes.
Humans do that as well. And so when you kind of make babies from different families, the genes stay healthy. And so that's what we mean by diverse here. Diverse is just meaning that it's bringing more kind of animals into the family and that keeps them healthy. So it's kind of like different.
所以藉由跟别的动物园 一起繁殖长颈鹿，那就可以带入更多样性的长颈鹿进来。那这个多样性的就是 diverse 这个字。
We've talked about Sumatran tiger. We've talked about giraffes and how we kind of keep the giraffes healthy. Now we're going to learn about a different animal. It says here, we also learn about the Irwin's special efforts to save sea turtles. Now, what are you doing when you learn about something? When you learn about something, you get information about something you want to know about, and you remember that information. Of course, you do this all the time in school. You learn about lots of information, and then you write tests to show that you remember it. Here's another example. I want to learn more about the humans who lived 20,000 years ago. Are there any books about that in the library?
To learn about something代表的是得知关于某事的资讯，所以我们还可以借由这个节目知道这家人如何保护海龟。When I went to 小琉球 and swam with my life jacket on in the ocean, I saw a lot of sea turtles, but we were not allowed to touch them.
That's right. You stay away from the animals. It's okay to see them, not okay to touch them. That should be a good life lesson we all learn from this article.
Yes.
All right, so what about these sea turtles? It says, these creatures are beautiful and weigh up to 90 kilograms.
这些海龟啊，重达90公斤。I know they're big, but I didn't know they're this heavy.
I guess those big heavy shells, they must be heavier than we think. Let's learn about one of the sea turtles here. It says, one young turtle in particular was sick and close to death when it was found in the ocean. Okay, so we're not talking about lots of sea turtles here. We're talking about one in particular. Now, we use this phrase to show that we're talking about something specific out of a group of things. Here, there are lots of turtles that they work with, but we're only talking about one of the turtles specifically. Here's another example. There are a few paintings I think you'll like, but I'd like to show you one in particular.In
particular 这个片语呢，代表特别或是尤其。那它的用法是把名词放在前面，后面加 in particular。文章中用到的是 one young turtle in particular， 代表的是尤其是其中的一只海龟。那这只海龟生病了 and was close to death.
That's right. So we use the phrase be close to something here. And when we do that, we use to show that something is very likely to happen soon in the future, or something's going to happen in a very short time. So here in the article, we're just saying that the turtle was probably going to die very soon. Here's another example.We're close to signing a deal with an important new client. I hope nothing goes wrong.
Be close to 这个片语啊是接近、快要的意思。那里面的 close 这边不当动词哦，注意它当的是形容词，代表接近的、靠近的。The turtle mentioned in the article was close to death.
That's right.
这一只海龟快要死了。
But, of course, good news when the Irwins are around.It says, over a 2-month period, it was nursed back to health and released back into the sea. We used a noun, a common noun there, nurse, as a verb, and we should talk about that a little bit. Nurse something back to health means to take care of something or somebody that's sick until they're feeling better again.
我们以前学过的 nurse 都是当名词用，代表护士。那这边呢，我们当动词用哦，代表的是照料。To nurse something back to health， 那代表的就是照料，直到恢复健康。所以我们文章说到，经过2个月的照料，这只海龟恢复健康 and it was released back into the sea.
That's right. We use the verb release here. Now, release here means to let something go that you are keeping for some time.This can apply to animals that are staying in a sanctuary while they're sick or injured, which then get let back into the wild, or it could apply to people. Often, when we talk about a person in prison, we say they're released when they get let out of prison. Here's an example.My father likes to go fishing, but he always releases the fish back into the water after catching them.
That's nice. Release 这个动词呢是释放或是放走。To release sea animals back to the sea 代表的是将海洋生物放回大海。那刚刚 Aaron 有提到的 You can also release a person 释放某个人 For example, the police released the suspect after a night's investigation. 在调查一夜之后啊，警方释放了这一名嫌犯。
Okay, well, we've talked about all of the animals. Let's get back to the family. It says, this family lives a true life of adventure. Now, of course, adventures are exciting experiences or ways of living, often when dangerous or unusual things happen.
Adventure 代表的就是冒险，所以这家人过着 true life of adventure， 代表就是他们真正过着是冒险的生活。
And if you'd like to learn more about these Irwins and their crazy adventures, it says this in the article, get to know them and take an up-close look at their amazing collection of animals.
我们呢，想先到英文练功房来看看 amazing 这个字的用法哦。我们在这边要说的是现在分词和过去分词都可以当作形容词用，不过它们的意义不太一样哦。如果是主动进行的话，我们会用现在分词当作形容词用，解释可以是令人觉得如何如何的。那如果是被动，我们就用过去分词当形容词用，那我们的解释可以是感到如何如何的。所以我们文章当中用到的 amazing 代表的是令人惊奇的，那如果是感到惊奇的，我们可以用 amazed 这个过去分词。那另外再介绍其他的现在分词跟过去分词给同学哦，像是 boring 令人厌倦的，令人无聊的。I'm a boring person 我是一个令人觉得无聊的人。那如果是你本身感到厌倦，你要用的是 bored 这个字。I'm bored, I don't know what to do。再来，我们还常听到的是 exciting 令人兴奋的。For example, the trip is exciting to all of us. 这个旅程呢，对我们来说是很令我们兴奋的。那也就是我们对这个旅程感到兴奋。We can also say we're excited about the trip. 再来一个字哦 interesting 有趣的。The story is interesting to our students. 这个故事对我们的学生来说是令他们觉得有趣的。也就是这些学生感到有兴趣。Our students are interested in the story.
What are we learning about when we watch Crikey? It's the Irwins, an amazing collection of animals. A collection is a lot of things. They can be the same things or different things that are brought together to form a group of many things. Now, of course, zoos are a collection of lots of different animals. Here's another collection.Would you like to see my collection of rare books? They're very interesting.
Collection 这个名词呢，代表的是集结的一群动物或人或是收藏品。So, why don't we get to know them and their collection of animals
You know what?
from the show?
I really liked the show Crocodile Hunter with Steve Irwin, so I think I'd actually really like this show too. I might go watch it.
Okay, let's watch the show together.
We're going to say goodbye quite soon.
Okay.
We've learned all about this TV show.
Yep.
Now let's go to our For You chat.
For You chat.
All right, our For You chat question today, quite a long one. We've got a little situation first. It says, the Australia Zoo gives animals a large area of land so they can run free. Not all zoos do this. Do you think it's okay to keep animals in cages?
Nope, I don't think so. I don't like to go to any zoos that have cages for the animals. When I see those animals in the cages, I feel sad for them. Do you?
No, I actually don't like zoos at all. I know there are some zoos in the world that do things like this one, and I would go to those ones.
Yeah.
I would go to animal sanctuaries, places where animals are kept in their natural habitat or given a habitat that closely resembles the one they would live in naturally. There's one in Singapore that's quite good, I think. This one in Australia sounds good. There's lots of African, like natural sanctuaries where they keep elephants who are injured and stuff like that. I would go to those ones, but anywhere where animals are kept in small places, no, I don't like them. I think sanctuaries are important to study animals, but I think if you're studying animals in places where you're not getting their true behavior, then you're not doing it right.
Right.
Sort of thing. So when you study animals in zoos like elephants are clearly show that they cannot live in zoos well. They have serious mental health problems. You're not learning about the elephant any way you do science on them there. All you're learning is that they shouldn't live in zoos. And
Right.
I actually have a lot to say about this, which we can't get really a lot into today.
But most zoos don't have a large area of
Yeah.
land for their animals, so
Exactly.
I think we should change that.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Maybe you guys think zoos are awesome and that the work they do is amazing. Well, you guys go talk about that. It's a really interesting subject.
Yeah.
And one we should talk about more. We are out of time, though, so we'll see you again next time. For English for You, I'm Erin.
I'm Elsie. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Crikey, it's the Irwins. The Australia Zoo does good work for animal conservation. One example seen on Crikey, It's the Irwins concerns a rare Sumatran tiger. This tiger is completely blind. In the wild, it would have died young. At the zoo, it's getting to live a full life with the care provided by the staff. Regarding their giraffes, the Irwins share some of their herd with other zoos. This is so the zoos can breed the animals and keep the giraffe population healthy and diverse. We also learn about the Irwins' special efforts to save sea turtles. These creatures are beautiful and weigh up to 90 kilograms. One young turtle in particular was sick and close to death when it was found in the ocean. Over a 2-month period, it was nursed back to health and released back into the sea. This family lives a true life of adventure. Get to know them and take an up-close look at their amazing collection of animals.
Vocabulary Review.
Concern. You should listen to my speech tonight because I'm going to tell a story that concerns our friendship. Completely. Patrick told you that I'm dating your sister? That's completely false. Regarding. Your English speaking skills are excellent. Regarding your writing, it needs some improvement. Population. People cannot agree on the best way to help the city's homeless population. Release. We are not sure if the dangerous tiger escaped or if someone released it on purpose. Collection. The science teacher showed his students a large collection of rocks from around the world.
智慧小补帖
Conservation. Herd. Breed. Diverse. Diverse.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net